Hi, I'm Bill from CJ Pony Parts. As regular viewers of our YouTube channel are going to know, we've shown you a lot of ways to upgrade the factory headlights on your classic Mustang, including the H4 LED shown here on our 67 Mustang convertible. The H4 bulb is going to be a lot brighter and a lot safer than the factory halogens, but unfortunately it's going to draw more amperage, which can be an issue with the factory wiring. The factory headlight wiring harness on this car was never designed for that kind of amperage, and it's also over 50 years old, so there may be some issues. If you've already upgraded to an H4 bulb and have issues with the headlights going out or considering this upgrade, today we're going to show you how to upgrade the headlight wiring harness on your 65 through 73 Mustang. This headlight upgrade harness is going to fit your 65 through 73 Mustang with the exception of the 69, but there is a 69 version available as well. Basically what this does, replaces your headlight wiring and uses the factory wiring only as a trigger. The trigger will come off the factory plug here, which goes through a pair of relays. These new ceramic tipped ends will go to your headlight bulbs themselves. It has its own dedicated 12-volt power source as well as ground, so it puts less stress on your factory wiring, giving you much more power to your bulbs. For this installation, need a Phillips head screwdriver, 3/8 ratchet, 1/2-inch deep socket, 1/2-inch wrench, drill, small pilot drill bit, and safety glasses. You'll want to start the installation by pulling out both of your headlights. The process is pretty much the same for most of the years. You pull off the ring, and there's a retainer underneath it. Our H4s already have this adapter, which we're going to want to remove and get back down just to the original wiring harness. Overall, the connections for the headlight wiring harness are pretty simple. There's only 4 connections on the passenger side and then 2 simple ones on the driver's side. The passenger side, this here is going to actually go to our headlight. This is going to plug into the original headlight plug. This will go to a good ground, and that's going to go to 12 volts to our battery. What you want to do is pretty much fish the harness up from the bottom. This can be attached to your factory plug, but it can be done so underneath, so you don't have to stuff everything back into the headlight bowl. The only thing really coming in the bowl should be this plug here, and then in our case we have a separate wire here, which is for our LED halo. We're going to plug in our headlight again, just to make sure we don't pull it down while we're pulling the wires through. Don't need to mount it yet, just leave it sitting there. We're going to move up top now and disconnect our battery before we start fishing our wires up. In my case now, I'm actually going to take off the bracket, or just loosen the bracket for the battery, so I can slide it back, because I want to fish the wires up through the front. These are the 3 things I fished up through the side here from the headlight bucket. I'll put them through this opening, put them up in behind the battery. This is where the 2 relays go, and this is our 12-volt connection. I'm going to mount the 2 relays that are included in the kit down here, but I decided I actually want to hide them a little bit further down on the bottom. So I'm going to pull the battery out so we have more room. I'm going to mount the relays down here to hide them, so I'm going to drill 2 small holes to mount them. Relay's mounted, now we can reinstall the battery. Make sure you have your positive fished up towards the positive terminal and reinstall the mounts. We're going to scrape a small section behind the headlight bucket here down to bare metal so we can get a good ground. There is no defined spot for this ground, so wherever you can get a good bare metal ground, just go with that. Now we're going to fish the harness over to the driver's side. You kind of want to stay towards the bottom of the radiator support to make sure you have enough wire to get it over there. Okay, once all the wires are run, the grounds are done, we're going to plug everything in. You don't want to mount them yet, but plug them all in. We're going to put 12 volts to them, make sure everything works. Once everything's connected, you want to install the fuse to the power wire. Now let's try our lights. And make sure everything works, turns on like it should. Now we can go back, hide our wires, reinstall your headlights, and your installation's finished. I'm not sure the camera's going to pick it up, but in person, the headlights on our 67 are noticeably brighter after installing our new headlight wiring harness. If you install the harness with aftermarket headlights and still have an issue, make sure you check the headlight switch because that could also cause an on-off problem. As far as installation, figure an hour or two depending on how particular you are about hiding your wires. You'll be back on the road in no time. For more installation videos for your classic Mustang, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out cjponyparts.com for the best selection of classic Mustang parts.